with Ade. I am your host, Ade Tiladende, and we're just going to go straight to the business. Happy midweek. It's midweek. Yes, it's Wednesday. We know usually we come on Fridays when we go live, but we're coming in during the week. I hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget, as you're coming in, let us know where you're coming from. Let us know how your day's been and which part of the world you're watching us from. We know the world is a global village. So you could be in China, you can be in India, you can be in Africa, in Dubai, wherever. So far as you're still awake and you're not sleeping, or whenever you do wake up, you can definitely join us and put that in the comment section when you do join us. And don't forget to do the needful. Always like, always comment, always share. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. And of course, we have our guests this lovely evening that is joining us. Mr. Corporate, Mr. Insurance, Mr. Bankole Owolabi I say is an insurance mogul guru, and he knows his ins and outs in the insurance world, and is here to school us on everything about insurance. And as you're joining, don't forget to you can have your questions in the comment sections if you do have questions. But let's try to get as much people as we can in this conversation so that people can be schooled, people can be educated, and get that answer that they need to that question that has been holding them back to, maybe getting insurance if they don't have it, or what they can use the insurance for. Let's click the share button. Let's get more people in this room, in this space, so that we can definitely educate more people. Insurance, I believe, is something that is a must. That's why we said, "Are you insured?" It is a must-have. It's one of those must-have things. I believe you need to have. Everyone needs to have, and of course, we're going to dive more into why that is in a second. But before I have our guests pretty much start the conversation, let's try to get more people onto the platform, please. Let's click share. Let me also do some sharing on my end. Let's invite more people to join. Yes, yes, yes. And don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. Yes. Play music now. Before we used to play music in the backgrounds, but all this red flagging that's YouTube is always giving us. We are mindful of the type of music we play in the background. So it's better we don't even play music really. We are live. Join us. We are live. Join us. So let's click the share button. Let's try and get as much people as we can. And of course, the video is still going to be on the platform even after we're done, in order to still watch and get that information that you need to get even after we're done conversation. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's just go ahead and have Mr. Bankole Owolabi give us some nuggets in regards to insurance. The floor is all yours, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, my name is Bankole Owolabi. I am an executive director with Spirit Financial Group, where I help to protect family, not because of today alone, but also to create a legacy for the people that we claim we love. I see tends to get car insurance because they want to drive a luxury car, and the law says you must have a car insurance. They protect their animals, they protect their house, their properties. But the most valuable assets, people don't see reason to protect it. And that saddens my heart. Because when you protect every other thing apart from your own self, what have you done to yourself? And I see a lot of people, when they are sick, then it's now done on them. In the first instance, insurance is the bedrock of financial planning, especially we living in the Western world. We live in a system of credit. And as a result of this, no matter what you have, they all need to be protected. We are not just talking about today. Yes, today I'm so strong. I don't need any form of insurance. It's true. There's no doubt about that. But do you actually know what is going on inside of your system? If you don't, and when that situation happens, insurance will obviously tells you no, no, no. So most people they wait until when they are diagnosed with sickness like cancer, stroke, heart attack. That's when they are running up and down, or when they are of over 50 years of age. Do we need to wait until when we are approaching death to get insurance? No. Insurance is what you need to get right now so that you can be able to enjoy what matters to you. And that is why it is called the bedrock of financial planning. Whatever you own, including your own self, needs to be protected. If you are not protected, too bad. There was a man last year, somebody was telling him, you need a life insurance for yourself. It's so sad that this man declined. He said, why are you wasting money on life insurance? It doesn't worth it. This is a real life situation. This man brought his 3 kids from Nigeria to Canada, and the eldest of them is 12 years old. What can 12 years old child do? Nothing. This man believe I rather buy product from Nigeria, bring it to Canada, make sales. That's the best for me. But unfortunately, little did he know that death is knocking around the corner. He was coming from work. During winter, he fell down, hit his head on the floor, to the hospital. After 3 days, doctor removed the oxygen. Then on the fourth day, GoFundMe arise. And it's so sad that people knew. People already know now that, why are you giving me GoFundMe? You should be knowledgeable to know that life insurance is what protects you while you are alive and when you are dead. The wife is not here in Nigeria, divorced already. Do you think Canada will easily grant that woman the visa to come to Canada and become a liability on their system? No. This man died. GoFundMe these days, between the range of 2,000 to 3,000, that's it. And especially in Canada, for burial, for funeral arrangement, between the range of 20,000 to 40,000. What will 3,000 do in that situation? Absolutely nothing. These are things that people are exposing themselves to. Now, even the Bible recognizes a wise man leaves inheritance for his children. If you don't have a life insurance, you have a mortgage, you only pay 10% or 20%. The rest is bank loan. You have a credit card, you have line of credit. In North America, the debtor can die. But one thing for sure that will never die is the debt. So who are you transferring debt to? If I claim I love my beautiful wife, I love my kids, what have I planned for them? So that when death comes, Mr. Death does not announce when it's coming. Whether you are old or you are young, whenever it's time, it's time. And when that happens, imagine you have a mortgage of about $1 million and you only pay 100,000 to the bank. That means you are indebted to the tune of 900,000. And by the time we do your expert financial analysis, which is the only tool peculiar to Experior Financial Group, which we use to analyze your income replacements, then we help you to do a proper insurance portfolio. As I say, no insurance is bad. All the insurance, whether term life insurance, universal life insurance, whole life insurance, simplified guaranteed insurance, every of them are good products. It now depends on your situation. Let's look at another scenario. A man of 40 years old who just bought a nice condo, 600,000. Does that person need a life insurance or not? He needs it. But looking at his age, maybe he doesn't really have much to spend on insurance. He still have about 25 years to work. He can easily get a term life insurance for that protection. Term life insurance covers you for a specific period of time, which is known as income replacement. That's what term insurance can do. And it's cheaper for someone who needs it at that point in time. But if you want a policy that will help you to build funds in it, that you can enjoy while you are alive as part of your retirement strategy, Universal Life is good for you. And if you are the one that says, okay, I want a guaranteed on my cash surrender value. A lot of people will be wondering, Mr. Bankole, what is cash surrender value? Cash surrender value is the proceed of your investment in your permanent life insurance policy. If it's universal life, you can take 70% of that money, either as cash or as a loan. If you want to keep the value of your policy intact, take it as a loan and be paying interest. You can either return the money or don't return it. Insurance is so flexible that nobody's asking you question, what do you want to use this money to do? But guess what? When you keep your money in the bank and you want to take that money, the teller will ask you, Mr. Bankole, you want to withdraw $50,000. Can you please tell us what you want to use this money to do? And you'll be like, it's my money. Why do I need to tell you? Yes, you need to tell them. But in insurance, nobody's asking you all those questions. It's your money. And I even tell people, insurance is like a shield. It's the strongest vault that nobody can say, oh, because you are owing XYZ amount, you've been able to garnish this, garnish that, garnish that. We realize you still have 500,000 in your cash surrender value in your insurance portfolio. So because of this, you want to take it. No, 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 no. Nobody can go there. And only you, or when you are gone, your beneficiary can have access to that funds. So when you have a universal life insurance, it's a flexible policy that you decide how you want to run it. A whole life is when you're actually looking for guaranteed return on your cash surrender value, you go for whole life. Though it's a little bit expensive, that's the issue. Now, what is actually a term life insurance? Is a policy that stands for a specific period of time. It's good for young couple between the age of 20s to 40s. You can actually use it as a form of mortgage protection. It serves as income replacement. It also serves as temporary need for a defined time frame between 10 to 30 years. When you are budget conscious, I know some of my friends who are accountants, they don't want to spend a lot of money. They're like, no, why do I need to pay this? Why do I need to pay $200, $500 for my universal life insurance policy? Give me something that I'll pay $30 for. Term life insurance is good for you. And guess what? It's going to be underwritten. So it's a standard policy. Now, are you interested in universal life policy? It's a permanent life insurance that is flexible. It has investment components in it, and it grows in a tax advantage basis. Clients actually control their premium. So I'm not going to, if you start a universal life insurance policy today and you are paying $1,000 monthly, maybe after some months, you're like, my, my finances is not that great. You can actually reduce the amount you are paying. And guess what? It may not even affect your coverage. I've done it for a client a few days ago. She was paying $210 monthly, and she has a coverage of about 800. And she said, can I reduce? I said, yes. That's one of the characteristics of universal life insurance policy. I'll reduce it to 150, and the coverage remain the same. Business owner who are looking for corporate owned life insurance strategy, you can have it. When you have this, it's really help to save a lot. Long coverage. Universal life insurance stands from your age till when you become 100 years. We can equally use it for estate maximization and wealth transfer. So if you don't transfer wealth in Canada, probate court is waiting for you. And they are going to take certain percentage. And on top of that, your beneficiary will struggle before they have access to what you put in place for them.
Hmm.
So why should you buy a life insurance? Is it important or not? Looking at all the things I'm saying, I own a property worth $1 million. I've only paid 100,000. If I die today, what becomes of my family? The answer is the bank is coming from their property. We all jubilate. I bought my house. I bought my house. I'll tell people until you finish paying the mortgage, you are not the owner of that property. That property belongs to a bank. You are just a co-owner. Do I even call it a co-owner? You don't have up to 50% stake in that property. You only pay 10%. Or because you're a business owner, they compel you to pay 20%. So out of $1 million, you have paid 200,000. Are you the owner of that property? Think for 1 second. But yet we jubilate, I'm a homeowner. They tell you you are a homeowner. Default in your mortgage payment for 6 months. Then you realize you don't own anything. Why you alive, the bank will come from their property because it's their investments. So when you die without adequate protection on that property, you have only exposed your family. I've spoken to a lot of people. They will tell me their religion forbid it. I'm like, really? Why are you in Canada? You are in a credit system. Why did you buy a house in the first place? A friend of mine even told me one day, Mr. Banky, please don't come to my house and talk about life insurance in the presence of my wife. Reason is that the wife is not working, full-time housewife. And this guy is owing mortgage. So I asked the guy, if you're telling me that you love this woman, you love your beautiful kids, and you
Hmm.
don't want a life insurance, when you die, what is going to happen? Because the
Hmm.
woman is not aware. And the guy said, okay, what I want is when I die, I don't want the string whereby my wife will be happy when someone like you comes in and drop a check of $1 million for my wife, that means they're going to have a good life without me. So I want them to suffer.
mm,
I'm like, that was when I said, can you please allow me to come to your house and ask you this question and you repeat the same thing in front of the woman that is seeing you as my Lord, my love? He said, please don't come to my house. So when I die, let them sell the property. Whatever is left, after all, my parent, they gave me education. That is the thing that mentors me.
mm,
My father sent me to school and I'm a graduate. I'm working. I'm catering for my family. So if I die today, my kid, who is 8 years old, should also go through the same process. Or
mm,
even when he's graduated from school, I don't have to transfer any wealth to him. But guess
mm,
what? If you go and look at the Jewish community, you will realize that they don't sell their property. A Jewish man will buy a $10 million house, pay 10%, get a mortgage that covers all their liability. Guess what? They don't go anywhere. They come to Experior because they know in Experior, we
mm,
just don't sell insurance. We do your proper need analysis and we let you see it. This is your need. You are owing this, you are owing this. We even ask you, when you die, the income is going to stop. So when the income stops, what happens? You are
mm,
bringing in $250,000 income every year. Take care of your family. So when you die, that income stop. What about what percentage do you want to replace for your income? A lot of men will tell me 50%. But kudos to the women, they will always tell me 100%. This is I'm revealing the truth to you. Women will tell me 100%. An average man will tell me 50 or 30%. This is something that we don't disclose
mm,
because we are a member of Kaaba. So secrecy of data is a top-notch thing. I don't disclose my client information to my family members. It's
mm,
wrong. So that's why I keep it secret. So on this note, I want us to know, is it because government compel us to get insurance for our car? The bank that is giving you mortgage compel you to get a mortgage insurance. That's why you have all this kind of insurance. And the love that you tell your family that you confess to them every time. Even the Bible says a man should love his wife. Women respect your husband. So when you claim that you love your wife, why are you not protecting them? The only thing that a woman is looking for in marriage, number one thing is protection. Man is looking for respect. So this is for the couples. What about the singles? Protect what you have so that you can leave a legacy for tomorrow. Insurance, you cannot say no to it. It's the best instrument that can help us while we are alive and when we are dead. There's something called critical illness insurance. A lot of people will tell me, God forbid, I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Inshallah, I will never get any sickness. And I'm like, you are eating cancerous food. If you go to maybe inside interior in Ibadan, yes, you can get organic vegetable. You can get organic food. But in this part of the world, everything is processed, everything is systematically induced.
yeah,
And these are cancerous foods that we eat.
yes,
So if you know the number of people that have been affected by all this sickness on a yearly basis,
mm,
no human being will say no to critical illness insurance. Because we have 26 critical illness insurance that has been recognized in this part of the world. And if you have a critical illness insurance of about 50, 100,000, the least you can have of it is 25,000. If you have this, when you are diagnosed with these ailments, insurance company will release the money for you to take care of yourself. But when you say no to it, that your investments that you so much cherish, when the health is down, the only thing we look out for, how do I gain back my health? You will realize that according to the survey in Canada, Within 6 months, people go bankrupt when they have critical illness issue
mm,
or a major injuries to their body. And 84% of Canadians are worried that they are going to be impacted by this issue. I tell people critical illness insurance is something we cannot say no to. We just need to protect our life. When you are alive, when you have it, if you have any of those issues, insurance release money to you. And if you have it till age 75, you don't have any of this issue, you have two options. Either to take your money while you are alive, that you have paid for that critical illness insurance, or when you die, they give it to your beneficiary. So you have not lost anything.
mm,
People always think insurance is a liability, is a cost. But I want to beat my chest to you today and tell you, insurance is not a liability. Whether you're in America, whether you're in Canada, anywhere in the world, insurance is what you pay a little upfront to gain a whole lot at the end of the day. Imagine you have an insurance policy and you have paid for like 10, 15 years, and you call your broker, Mr. Bankole, I've been paying $500 for the past 10 years. What is in my universal life insurance? And I'm telling you, you have 100,000, you have 200,000, and at that point in time, you only need 50,000. And I'm like, you can take 70% of the 100,000. Unlike the bank, then you're going to be asked a lot of questions. They will ask you to go and bring the invoice that the person you want to pay. This has happened to me.
mm,
I wanted to collect a particular money from my account, and they were like, "Can we see the invoice?" I'm like, "Why?" They say, "Oh, because there's a lot of scam in the country now."
mm,
When you are dealing with insurance, you can easily transfer wealth to yourself or to your beneficiary. That's the power of insurance. And when you have a whole life insurance that gives you guarantee cash surrender value, guess what? At every point in time, insurance company promise you, yes, the interest is 6.3. Unlike universal life, the fund can grow as high as 20, 30%. That 6.3% they have promised you at any point in time that you say, okay, after 15 years, Mr. Bankole, can I have that money? They promised me so amount of money, 150,000. You can take 90% of that money while you're alive. So a lot of people believe that insurance is you die, you live poor and die rich. No, insurance has gone beyond that. Insurance is what gives you comfort. In this part of the world, we cannot use our 10 fingers to eat. We have to sacrifice something for our future. Insurance can be part of your retirement program, while we also have other investment strategies in place.
mm,
So, are we still saying no to life insurance? We can say no to it. Protect what matters to you so that when you die, you leave a legacy for your family. Your wife, your children, your husband, your children will not be driven out of where they're living. They will not be chasing them around. Oh, your father has so debt and we are transferring it to you. That shouldn't be.
yeah.
So, Sister Adelaide, do you have any comment to add to it or questions for me?
Yes, thank you so much. Just let me see. We have a couple of people study foundations. Just want to acknowledge basically Madeline. We've asked questions if they have insurance. One or two have answered that yes, they have a very good insurance. Um, 30, Katrina. Hello, everyone. So feel free to put your questions in the bottom if you do have any questions. Um, but okay, I think one of my question is, or one of my thoughts would be, we do have a lot of new immigrants in the country, and they're coming from a place where insurance is not. They might not even have heard of it, or if they've heard of it, maybe they've heard of insurance for vehicles or homes or businesses, not so much of life insurance. How is your should I say your company, how are they trying to change that mindset of individuals that do come here and don't see insurance as a need to have? Are you guys doing anything about it? Are you guys strategically, you know, put things in place in order to win them over, or to in order just to educate them to know that yes, this is not something that it should be a choice. It should be something that is a must to have. Let's go with that question first.
Okay. Well, for new immigrants in Canada, we always do campaign to sensitize them of the need of having a life insurance because if they don't have it,
Mm,
they don't even have savings to take care of any health issue.
mm,
So exposing themselves, saying no to it, that's part of the reason why we're here tonight to sensitize people that having a life insurance is a very important tool because insurance deal with one thing, age.
mm,
For me, let me tell you the truth tonight. When I came to this country in 2017, my wife was dragging me to get a life insurance.
mm,
As a banker, I'm like, no, in Nigeria, we only do auto insurance, home insurance. We don't do anything about life insurance. I don't even know anything about it. Ignorance,
mm.
which is not an excuse in law courts. She forced me to the point that I'm like, okay, I'm just going to give you guys $200. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. And they did something for me. So by the time I bought my home, and they're like, I need insurance.
Mm,
Then I'm like, why do I need this? Because of this. They said, no, you are not the 100% owner of this property.
mm,
And it's part of the requirement to close a mortgage with the bank. Then I realized something is missing, Banky. I need to get a proper insurance for myself.
mm.
So since that time, I've been an advocate for newcomers. Remove the mentality of auto insurance from your brain. At
Mm,
early age, because insurance knows that the more we grow older, the more sickness are coming in, arthritis, kidney problem, so many
yeah.
things are now showing up. But when you get the insurance at early age, you
Mm,
just come into Canada, you get it on time. One, it's going to be very cheaper. You're going to have a better coverage. But when you are
mm,
growing old, like I tell people, somebody coming about 50, the moment you get to that age of 50, insurance is becoming a super expensive product.
mm,
But when
mm.
you get at early age as a newcomer, you get the best for yourself.
Mm. Well, that's great. Also, like you've mentioned before, we do have people that come in and they have not even settled yet, and sickness comes. Being someone in the community, we do get a lot of people that, after being in Canada for maybe even less than 2 years, something has happened and they've, kicked the dust. No family members in the country to be able to cater to even their burial. It's the community that has, to do that. And like you
Mhm.
mentioned earlier, also, you're able to ask the government to, you know, allow the family to come in, but it's not 100%. And especially if maybe the person did not even have a child or a partner, you know, at the moment where they pass on. What do you guys have for, or how does it work? Let's say the person come in and their life has been taken away and they do have insurance. Is there like a long process of the family being able to, you know, benefit from that?
The good thing about insurance is that once you have a life insurance and the
Mm-hmm.
person has passed away, insurance does not stress people.
Mm,
All the need is who is the beneficiary, get the death certificate. That's it.
mm.
The money will be released. It doesn't insurance doesn't give you a lot of headache.
That's the way they always make it seem in the way we always hear it. Let me put it like that. It's always a long process.
If you have an insurance policy with me, I'm the one that will bring check to you,
Wow.
to the beneficiary. This happened to one of my associates.
Mm-hmm.
The young man in 2024 was forced to get a life insurance. 37-year-old guy. He said, I'm too young to get a life insurance. But the good sister forced him to get it in
Get it.
January. Unfortunately for the guy, in July, this guy passed on.
Ooh.
7 months. And this guy had a policy of 1,550,000.
Oh wow.
My let me say my associate gave the wife the check of 1,550,000. It was even on social media. So people that a lot of people are like, is it not a scam? Insurance is being highly regulated in this part of the world. It's not a scam, it's a real.
Mm. Wow.
So if you have a policy with me, if the
Yes.
person dies, the beneficiary, I'm the one that's going to go and give them the check. So they can be able to carry on with life, pay their bills. The mere fact that somebody, the breadwinner of the house is dead now, doesn't mean
Yeah.
that the bill is dead. The bill it keeps going.
Mm.
Like I tell people, the second name of Canada or America is what? Bill. It never stop.
Oh goodness. Okay, so another question would be, what would be one of the most response that you do get from people not wanting insurance?
One of the most response is
Yes.
that I'm not going to die now. A lot of
Mm.
claims they lay the claim of spirituality and that blood of Jesus, inshallah, I will not die. And I'm telling them, even the church you are going to, the pastor is educated enough. The pastor has a life insurance for himself and his family. Because
The
one thing,
church itself has insurance.
two things that people, the newcomers don't realize in Canada, that is
Yes.
constant. Two things are constant in Canada.
Mhm.
One, the age is a variable factor and it's always going up. It never comes down. The age is like an index. It never comes down. So
Mm.
at a point in time, retirement age in Canada is what? 65. We are going to be retired one day.
Mm.
Number two, constant thing is what? Death.
Yes.
Everybody is going to die one day. One person is going to die. As we have been talking since, in the hospital, they have called code blue. A lot of
Hmm.
people have died. And
Yes.
what does that mean? If somebody's dead, there's nothing like insurance company come and do insurance before the death
Mm.
finally takes me away. Insurance
Mm.
is what you buy or what you get when you don't need it. That's
Mm.
a very important factor. When you don't need it, get it in place so that when you need it, it's going to come. Like the auto insurance, you may have
Yes.
it for 50
Yeah.
years. You may not have a single accident till you drop the car key that you can no longer drive again.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to return anything to you. But life insurance is what is guaranteed, especially permanent life insurance, is guaranteed that the claim must, will be paid to the beneficiary.
Mm.
So this is a must thing that insurance is having an obligation that once this person die, we are paying beneficiary based on your discretion. Pay
Yes.
beneficiary A 50, 60%, beneficiary B 20%, beneficiary T 10%, beneficiary D 10%. And on that basis, insurance will pay the claim.
Mm. That's
so that
good.
your name will never be erased. Imagine somebody has a house of 10 million and the insurance pay maybe like 20 million based on the coverage and they pay off the bank loan. Would the family be thrown out of the house? No. But if there's no insurance and the person had like 3 or 4 properties, this is where another issue is going to come in.
Mm, yeah.
If he has like 4 properties and they can't pay off any of them, the first property they have sold, yes, for the family, anything above 250, then government is coming to take tax on that money.
Mm,
And apart from that, when somebody dies, there's something they call estate tax. Government of Canada, CRA, is waiting for everybody in this country to die and let them take that. And that is 50.2%. It's not even 30%, it's not 5%.
that's crazy. Mm,
So why do we want to put our loved ones in a bad situation when we die? I always ask my client 3 questions. What state do you want your family to be when you passed on? To stay the same, to get better, or to get worse?
mm,
Anybody saying, I don't need insurance, is actually putting his family in a worse situation. Even if you have paid off the property, the property amounts to the bank, you don't own the bank anymore. What about other loans that you own? Apart from that house, your income is going to stop. They're using to take care of your family members. Then how do you want that income to be replaced?
yes, yeah. True. Mm, well said. Wow, wow, wow. We have steady foundations. Insurance is a friend for everyone. Yes, it is. Thank you. Yes, it is. So for those who are online, we can see also that we have Mr. Bankole's YouTube page. You can also subscribe to his channel. He's going to be uploading a lot of videos in the coming weeks. You can support that channel and subscribe so that whenever he does have videos is dropping in regards to different types of insurance, we can be notified um, with that information. So if we do not have any more questions in the box, we might come to a closing. So what would be your to go last statement that you would love to give to the people?
Insurance is not one size fits all. It's a customized product for each individual. So for me, when I'm designing the policy for someone, number one thing is your need. Number two is affordability.
Mm,
Everybody have whatever they can afford.
mm,
We design the policy in a way, that's why I said no insurance is a bad insurance. If your affordability is the term insurance, I'll design a term insurance for you. If it's universal life insurance, which is a flexible insurance, I design it for you. And
mm,
if you are able to pay a little higher and get a whole life policy, I design it for you so that you can be able to enjoy what matters to you and leave a legacy for your family. And the good thing about the legacy is this: when someone dies and the mortgage is paid off, they can actually write in front of the house, Bankole's family house. The only thing you're going to be paying is just the property tax. How cool
mm,
is that? Will your generation forget about you?
mm, mm,
But without insurance, imagine 900,000 for a widow or a widower. You want them
mm,
to pay such money? Don't put them in a bad situation. Make their life comfortable so that
mm.
they will forever remember you as a great man or a great woman who leaves a legacy for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Well said, sir. Thank you so much. Once again, insurance is for everyone. What's the minimum age actually? Is there a minimum age to be able to get insurance? Is it 18 or?
From age zero,
Oh, okay.
that is another topic on its own because for little ones, if you want to build wealth for your kids, let's take that topic on a separate case.
Mm,
Because kids policy, their cost of insurance is usually very low.
mm,
Imagine a baby whose insurance cost is $20 and you are
mm,
paying $200 for that policy. By the time the child is like 40, 50 years old, the child is already, that child at that time, who is now an adult, is already a multi-millionaire.
mm,
I did one for someone of recent. At that age of 50 years old, that baby of now will be having about $5 million that
mm.
she can take out 70% of it.
Oh, wow. 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 That's beautiful. So that will be for another topic or a video that's coming
Exactly.
soon on your channel.
Yes.
Okay, wow. So everyone, just you have his direct information or his direct channel, but it's going to give us yet again, just so that as you're thinking about it, you can definitely send him a message, give him a call, send an email, say hello to him on social media. Just let him know that yes, you've thought about it and you felt that it's the right time to go ahead and jump on it. And like he has mentioned before, I know a lot of people they tend to be like, "Oh, it's so expensive. I don't need that extra what do you call it, money or funds coming out of my account." But like you said, according to your pocket, there are ways to go about it. So depending on what is affordable to you, it's not one size fits all. They will work with you and see what is affordable and give you something. Having something is better than nothing at the end of the day. So think about it and get in touch. But sir, please, let's have your details, contact details, please.
Okay, as I've said earlier, my name is Owolabi Bankole. My number is 647 574 6874. My Instagram handle, my official Instagram handle is I am Bankole Owolabi. And for my YouTube channel is Winstride Financials. So also for my Facebook is Owolabi Bankole. Reach out to me and I promise you one thing. I don't delay client transaction. Within 48 hours, your documentation will have been submitted to the insurance policy and I do a thorough follow-up on it to get you covered as soon as possible.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Have
Thank
a
you.
lovely evening. It's still during the week. Have a lovely evening. Hopefully, by the weekend, you would have thought about that and decide to jump on getting an insurance. It is something that is not just for you; it's for the whole family. That benefits at the end of the day, and it's not because of you're thinking of your death. No, you're actually thinking of your life and the life of your loved ones. So don't waste any time on that. And like you mentioned earlier, the younger you get it, the better. So the earlier, the better. When you're able to secure that insurance for yourself and for your loved ones. Thank you once again, everyone. Don't forget to do the needful, like, subscribe, comment, share. We appreciate that. It costs nothing.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Thank you
coming.
very much.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, everyone. So thank you so much once again for staying tuned, for commenting, for sharing. And don't forget to do subscribe so that when we do come back on live or we have any videos up, you're able to be one of the firsts to get the notification about that. Thank you once again for coming through. Take care. Bye. Adetila Dende. Chat with Ade.